Okay, so we have a biology question that says what type of sexual reproduction occurs in fungi. Okay, you need to understand that when they say fungi, they look similar to plants, but they are different. How are they different? Now, a plant contains or it has the leaves, the root, and the stem, while the fungi do not have the roots, the stem, or the leaves. Okay, the other difference is that a plant requires sunlight while a fungi does not require sunlight, and so on. There are so many differences. Now, coming back to our question, it's saying reproduction. Reproduction is a process by which an organism produces offspring of the same kind. Okay, now you need to understand that we have two types of reproduction. We have two types of reproduction. We have what is known as sexual and asexual. Okay, now you need to understand something, that in a fungi, for example, we may talk about a mushroom, a rhizopus, a mold, and so on. In these examples of a fungi, they may undergo sexual or asexual. Okay, now in a case where spores are formed, spores are acting as seeds here. Now, in a case where spores are formed, now sexual is the one which involves, in a fungi, we call it zygospores. Zygospores, this word, zygospores formation. This type of sexual reproduction occurs in a what? In a fungi. In simple terms, zygospores is the answer. But when you talk about asexual, we call it spore formation. We call it spore formation. I hope you have seen the difference. So in a fungi, we may have two types of reproduction. So when you talk about the sexual reproduction, a good example is zygospores. When you talk about asexual reproduction, a good example is what is spore formation. So you have seen, it's called zygo because it comes from the word zygote. Now, what exactly is zygospores? Zygospores is a type of sexual reproduction, which is a biological process which involves the joining or the fusion of two sex cells which are diploid. Diploid simply means they contain two sets of chromosomes there. When we talk about asexual reproduction or spore formation, this is a type of reproduction where single cell spores are being produced here.